On the 31st of August last year, I published a video about 7 ways that Skyward Sword could be improved in an HD version brought to the Wii U. Then, 2 days later, Nintendo announced that the Wii game was getting an entry into the console in an eShop release, hence crushing my idea into the dust. And this announcement was made in a Nintendo 3DS Direct update, no less. Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm revisiting the subject of Skyward Sword HD. At the time that I made that video, very little was known about the Nintendo NX. Even after the announcement trailer of the Switch, I was hesitant to make this video. The particular patent, which hints that the Switch may be getting a VR package headset in the near future for the console, kind of dashed my future hopes for this theory. Surely this would mean that any motion control capabilities would be embedded in the tablet portion of the console and not the Joy-Cons. Well, today we know more than that. We know that both the controllers will contain gyroscopes and accelerometers. This means that the Joy-Con will be capable of meeting the controller requirements for Skyward Sword. This puts the Switch into an even better position than the Wii U was, because it means that players won't have to purchase an additional controller to play it, if they didn't already have a Wii remote. So this is a very real and exciting prospect that we could have Skyward Sword that actually looks good and does some justice to the integral part of the story. I would not say it is a matter of if Nintendo will do this, but when. The major flaw with my original video was that I never brought up the fact that the game was, at the time, only 5 years old. Usually HD remakes or anniversary editions get set for the 10-year anniversary, such as was the case with Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and this other example which is slightly relevant. Will this mean that Skyward Sword HD might not make an appearance until 2021? Well, I have no idea. I'm just holding on, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. My instincts tell me, however, that we'll likely see a sequel or spin-off to Breath of the Wild before we see an HD remake with Skyward Sword. The creators have not ruled out a DLC for Breath of the Wild either, but an Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask situation may be more possible with the game engine now finished. With Skyward Sword, there were 3 camps. Wii owners who couldn't be bothered getting a Motion Plus controller just to play the game, and then the other 2 sets of fans who did. And amongst those 2 factors, there were the ones, like me, who loved the game despite its many flaws, and then those who absolutely hated it for how removed it was from the original franchise, and I can't quite decide who is more of a hardcore fan of those 2 groups. But what I can decide on is that an HD remake with some of the tweaks I've suggested in my previous video, but brought onto the Nintendo Switch, may bridge the gap between fans and let us all enjoy the game in a new light. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let's all jump aboard the hype train for March 3rd. And to fill in the time while you're waiting, why don't you check out some of my other videos. Cheers. Bye.